This is where it gets uncomfortable, just a warning. So she said that Jeffrey Epstein, quote, liked to use vibrators that were different sizes and back massagers that were really painful. And then another quote was, he'd put vibrators on her even if she said it hurt. And then, let's see, she said that she would have sexual interactions with other people present. There were orgies. Mostly females were in the room. She couldn't confirm the ages. This is when she did wipe a tear here. And then they asked, how often did this happen? When you were 14 and 16 years old. She said it would happen almost every visit with him, which would be 2 weeks. And she asked at 14, was Maxwell in the room when you were 14? She said yes. Was Maxwell in the room when you were 15? Quote, at times, end quote. When you were 16? Yes. Then Jane said that she traveled with them when she was 14. The last time she traveled with them was March in 2001. Between 14 and 16, she traveled with them maybe 10 times. Went to New York City at the Santa Fe Ranch. She said that sex acts happened in New York City when she was 14, 15, and 16. Let's see, let me scroll. She said that the acts that happened the most frequent one was Jane, Joe, and Epstein. The second most frequent was Jane, Epstein, Ghislaine, and others. The third most frequent was Jane, Epstein, and Ghislaine. They asked how many. She said that she couldn't recall because, quote, after a while you get used to being numb to it, end quote. She did, though, send him a modeling photo with the words, thanks for rocking my world. When asked about it, she said that her mom made her send it and, quote, that was just my attempt at being cool. Part 4. In 2019, Jane was interviewed by the FBI. Now, before this interview, she did not speak with law enforcement about what happened. She did sue Ghislaine after the interview. She did sue Jeffrey Epstein's estate and participated in the victims fund. She got $5 million, but didn't get all of it after counsel and litigation. She got $2.9 million. Now, they were going to go into the money from the lawsuit, but when that happened, there was some sort of objection in a long side panel. So we went into cross-examination, and I'll go into that and see what exactly happened there. Okay, so then when Jane walked in again for cross-examination, she avoided eye contact with Ghislaine. Looked down or looked away, and then halfway through Jane's walk, Ghislaine glared at her. And I will say that I had a side note